Hello and welcome everyone to Pharaoh: A New Era, a remake, reimagining the famous Impression mid '90s game by Impression Studios, Sierra Studios. They did Zeus, Master of Olympus, Pharaoh, and I think Cleopatra. There's a lot of great city builders at that time, and this just recently released on Steam, and I've been looking forward to it. It's been on my wish list, and I guess it came out yesterday or this morning. To my shock, I didn't know it was coming out yet. Had on my wish list for a long time. Got a quick little message from Steam that it was out. Had to pick it up. So I've jumped in once already, just to see. You can see the options here. There's a really great opening cinematic. It's animated. Uh, looks phenomenal. The animation is really high quality, and I'd recommend watching it if you can. Uh, I might be able to record it later, but for now, let's just jump in, and we're gonna go through several of the missions. Now, I have this profile right here, but we'll create a new family, new avatar. Yeah, she's good. Family name is not accurate to any part of Egyptian history. I hope you know that. Maybe the Ptolemy family. I'm not quite sure, but it could be Greek. I will create this family, and we'll just go through. So the first mission, I assume the first few missions in the campaign are very straightforward. They're very by the numbers, trying to teach you how the tutorial works. Right up here, your family begins the pre-dynastic period, leading a small band of nomads through their discovery of the arts of civilization. Your leadership helps to set Egypt on its course to eventual greatness, still glimpsed only dimly. So we're gonna start in this place. I'm gonna say nubbed. That's probably wrong, but we'll start the mission. Win condition have 6 level 3 meager shanties. Uh, so as you complete more tasks for the general city, housing will upgrade, more people will move in. So it's pretty simple as far as city builders go. It's a different time. We were easily entertained back in the day, but it looks so much better. Art's so great. I mean, I think there'll be a little voiceover here.
Welcome to ancient Egypt, land of the pharaohs. Here you'll participate in the history of one of the greatest civilizations the world has ever seen. In an epic story that spans more than 15 centuries and 24 generations. You must lead one family, generation by generation, from its earliest beginnings in Egyptian prehistory, through the dawn of civilization, to the establishment of a unique and powerful empire and beyond. Our story begins more than 5,000 years ago, along the banks of the Nile River in an area known as Nubt. Here, a small confederacy of clans struggles to eke out an existence in the harsh environment. With you at its head, your family leads this small settlement.
Oh, nooped. I messed it up. I'm sorry. I'm not from ancient Egypt. But yeah, this is pretty straightforward. Humble beginnings. First, villagers needed housing. Pretty simple. Right click to continue. Construction panel is going to be over here, and then middle mouse button will allow us to move around the map. Pretty standard. I think WASD will do the same thing. Yep. I've unlocked an achievement. I assume for using the camera. That's good on me. So the way it's set up here, I know this needs to connect to the road or else it won't work. I don't particularly understand why it's telling me to set this up as is, but we'll see. It's going to complain there's no road here in a second. But this is pretty much on tracks right now, so I don't want to do anything quite yet. Select road building panel. All right. Back over here. I don't know. Road here, road here. Path of which immigrants reach your city is known as the Kingdom Road. Migrants will always need free passage from the Kingdom Road to the city's housing area. Try not to isolate. Pretty simple. Kingdom Road's down here. This great thing is you can click on them,
wonder what the city will offer to a person like me.
You can follow them around. Lovely. The art's so much nice. You can zoom right in
I'm
there.
new here. I wonder what the city
Kind of
will
wish that would
offer
stop
to
when
a
I closed
person
it,
like
but
me.
still. No little pop-up yet. We'll just watch these guys move in. We got ostriches. The ostriches does not speak. We have a heron. Can't click on it. Or a crane. I don't quite know what that is. Map's not too big for this first mission. I think it's pretty simple. Migrants will enter through here. I think if things go wrong, they'll go elsewhere. Once we hit 200, the next little mission will advance. And there we go. Access to water. We need to put in 3 wells. I don't necessarily know if you need that many in the base game or in a normal map, but somebody will make. Over here to services. All the construction stuff's here on the right. We have undo action, which is nice. It costs gold, which is up here. This is strange, but I get it for denoting the 1,100 marks. A little space right here. We have a remove, so if we want to remove any road or anything else. This is the housing, this is the roads, roadblocks that'll be used shortly. So let's go to services and wells, and it really is just going to tell us where to put things. Right click that. Click, go back to carry, right click. And there we go. Just right click out of anything you need to. Very simple. I like right clicking to get out of stuff. It's better than trying to reach any sort of X to close. Population's still going up. I don't know, we might need to add more houses. I think we'll be fine though.
I'm new here. I wonder what the city will offer.
Okay,
to a
I'm not going to
person
click
like
them again.
me.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sure there's an option to turn that off if it pops up. And I bet migrants won't have too much to say, as if there'll be other types of people that will come in eventually. So we're going to need hunting for food. That makes sense. Down here is the food and farming tab. Hunting lodges. It's going to tell us where to put things. It will tell us in a second, but that green is where they enter, and the red is where they exit from, I think. Some of these structures, these buildings must be located within reach of the housing. The city must have enough workers to staff them. Watches the building spawn a walker to look for workers and how they turn animated once the walkers pass an occupied house. And I think I can click on them. No, tell us anything here. Granaries. We need a granary to store the food that we're going to be getting from hunting ostriches. I don't know if people hunt ostriches. I assume they do. Granaries will be in stock and distribution. There we go. Build very big.
Now those are some big drumsticks.
That's very amusing. So bazaars and distribution. In city game builder games like this, you need to set up a network for distributing all the supplies, and what you do is in your little housing block areas over here, you'll have a bazaar storefront. I think Zeus, Master of Olympus, and its sequel had an agora, and you can put in different types of a wine cellar, an olive oil cellar, and depending on what kind of housing you were going for, it would give you different types of citizens and the things they needed. But this, I think it's just a bazaar, so we'll do that. Over here to stock and distribution, bazaar, it will tell us where to put it. Here it is. So when trying to place a building near a road, you will see indicators of the arrows. The green arrow shows where the building will spawn its walkers and where it will take its deliveries of goods, and the red arrows show the return point for the distributors coming out of the buildings. Sometimes both are on the same tile. So if you want to like mix it up, how roads will work, you connect it to different roads. That's interesting. Don't really need it right now. Right here. Ambulomancy. Distributors, whether they distribute goods or services to houses, roam the roads of your city for a time and then come back to their building. During the rock, when they reach a crossroad, they can take either direction. To avoid distributors getting lost where you don't want them to go, don't build a road with too many intersections, so they can get confused, which is bizarre considering how small this is. I mean, I don't think it's to scale, but I feel like you could easily see where you need to go, but it'll give us a solution to that in 1 second, which is... watch them kill some ostriches in the meantime. There you go, roadblocks. One of the tools at your disposal to control walkers is the roadblock. Roadblocks prevent distributors and recruiters from going through, but let other walkers with a set destination pass. So it shouldn't affect any immigrants coming in and out of the city, which is good. Block this off. There you go. Now we have to worry about fires. This is always a huge problem in these oppression-style games. So it'll give us 2 different safety buildings. I think it will pop up on services over here. So we need a fire post, firehouse, and it's not going to tell me where to put it this time, which is good. So I'll put one here, firehouse up there, and then the architect over here. Sorry, I just want to make sure this is lined up over there. And they will go around to the houses and other buildings, make sure nothing looks too damaged, make sure nothing's going to catch fire. If something does, firehouse puts it out. These guys will just prevent collapses. So very useful to have in large block areas. So now that we have food set up, villagers will need access to clean water, more so than the wells over here. They prefer a water supply, and you can only build that in grassy areas. So let's go ahead and grab water supplies, costs 50, and you could probably just go right here into the bazaar. I think we'll reach our goal.
Maybe I just carry baskets now, but one day I'll run the bazaar.
That kid has dreams.
I like living here, but if I were running the town, I'd do some things differently.
Okay, that's just in-game health. Good, lots of feedback.
The bazaar needs some items, and I'm going to get them.
Really do love the upgrade to the artwork. It's so nice. This is if you try to play the older game, it just really doesn't look as good. And with a game like this, you definitely want something that's aesthetically pleasing, because a city builder should be aesthetically pleasing. It really should. So we're just gonna wait till we reach the upgrade point. Should happen any day now. More migrants move in. We can speed things up here. We have controls. We have different overlays. I'm sure the game will teach me about that later. Speed things up in the meantime, and I think we'll complete this mission any second now. Granary storing food. There we go. Victory. Culture rating. Prosperity. Kingdom rating of 50. Ooh. Next mission. You can keep governing at the end if you want to keep building pretty simple things, but now we're going to Thynnis? Your family burns yeah, we already got that. Thynnis, the dawn of civilization, average landscape, wind condition, 1 ordinary cottage. Alright, let's go. It would probably teach me a few more things to do here, a few more placements. As I said, this is very easy to, we'll stay on rails. We don't get too creative in the early game.
After many years and the passing of a generation, your family has resettled in the area of Thynnis, in Upper Egypt. Here, a small band of local rulers is attempting to extend its influence over Lower Egypt and all lands along the River Nile, and to unite this realm under its own house with one supreme leader. Establishing Thynnis as a thriving city like nothing ever seen before will prove the worthiness of the Thinite Confederacy and help them gain supremacy over Lower Egypt and the other factions vying for power. In time, this will mean providing the population with entertainment and building wonderful temples to worship the region's patron deity. To build a city this grand will require a substantial supply of cash. You'll find rich deposits of gold ore in Thynnis, and harvesting them should be your first priority.
Alright, so this is going to be mostly about mining. We'll have to set up housing and the basics, food, water, but mostly mining, so that's going to be easy enough. New beginnings. Start to lay down your housing and provide your people with fresh water and food the same way you did Nubbed. Oh god, I wish I remember how they said it. Try to be relatively close to those ore-bearing rocks in the northwest of the map. You're going to need to mine them. You can clear trees with the destroy button, which is remove. But these won't grow back. In future missions, you'll have to make sure you won't need them before getting rid of them, which is good. Yeah, we might need that. So let's pause for a second. So northwest of the map. It's way the hell up here. This is our very wealthy area. This is our little kingdom road. So we can build down here, but we definitely want to be close to this. So what I think we're going to do, try to build out this way. So let's get a road. Before we do that, let's get housing out. How am I going to do this? How am I going to do this? You know what? Do it like this. Road to... because we're going to want the road to continue this way. So we'll stop it here for now. Put a roadblock on that so no one just goes too far in that direction. Build a road here. Build a road up here. Please stay. There we go. And we might change the road size once we figure out how many houses we can fit. So, block of 2. Another block of 2. They don't have road access, that's fine. Do one of these. I have not... okay, ostriches are down here, so we can have hunters' huts on this side. You know what? Let's get the wells going. Services, water supply. Nope, we don't need that just yet. We'll get the water supply in a bit. Does the well provides water within a 2-mile radius of themselves. Must be built on a grassy area. Okay, so we don't have enough grass for that. Let's remove this. Probably should have realized that. So let's remove this road too. Go here. So yeah, I think we're going to definitely want to use this to our advantage. Let's remove these trees. Let's remove all these trees. We're going to need this. Alright. Don't worry, I'll bankrupt myself pretty early. So, not too much in the way of... Don't worry, you'll get road access in a second, buddies. Alright, there we go. And then road access. That's gonna annoy me. Can I remove that? No, alright. So let's trim off the excess here. Perfect. That's the case. Let's actually extend this out a bit more. I'm going to bankrupt myself doing this. A little bit longer. There we go. And let's just clean this up. This up. Beautiful. All right, so we have a row of lovely little houses right here. And again, we should probably realize that we only need to get to an ordinary college. It's not really that big of a deal how many we get to. So we'll have our wells inside here. One here. Let's space them out by 3. That should be good for everyone, hopefully. Obviously connect this to the road. Perfect. Get the hunter's hut ready. Eventually you get farming. We're gonna need 2 of these, so... yeah, employees are gonna be needed, I understand. Let's just get time ticking along. Get our guys in, that's fine. Time, okay, do I have to unhit the pause button? There we go. You know what, I'm gonna want you guys not to leave this area for now. Keep this area to ourselves. And we should see, there we go, there's our migrants. Where the hell did our distributors go? Are they in this gigantic crowd? See, this is a smart family. They understand they don't need to follow the roads. Yep, speed managing. You might feel the need to speed things up. Pause the game. All buttons you need to locate in the left top left panel. They have their own keyboard shortcuts that you can modify. Ooh. What are the keyboard shortcuts? Do I have to look those up? It'd be nice if you hovered over. I'll give you a little tooltip at the top, but that's fine. That's fine. There you guys are. Roadblock this. Oh god, roadblock that. No one needs to go this way. Need a granary. Definitely need a granary. We'll put that here. You know what? We can get rid of this roadblock in the meantime. Just move it up. Just move it up. That's all we need. Now we're going to need to get our bazaar going. And we don't necessarily need to do the bazaar on this side. So why don't we get bazaar over here. Close to the granary. And why don't we get our water supply right there. Perfect. And we can definitely fit in some housing or something there. But why don't we get our services for firehouse and our architect. Perfect. Very low fire risk, no crime. I assume crime will be a thing later on. You'll get City Watch. I played much more Zeus, Master of Olympus, than I did this. So we don't think we've unlocked anything else yet. We will soon, though. I want to get that wonderful gold ore over here. Just need to evolve these houses a bit more. There we go. Managing treasury. Each structure you place costs debins, not counting what you will spend to pay the workers' salaries. One way to make the money back is to mine gold. That's good, because I wasted a lot. Place at least 2 gold mines near the veins of ore so you can start producing the precious metal. Make sure you have access to a workforce, and don't forget a collapse risk. So I think a firehouse and an architect thing over by the mines won't be too bad, and you might want to set up some crappy housing over there as well. So yeah, I'll close that. Let's go back to normal speed. There we go. Extend the road out. There's our production and gold mine. Now, I don't know if you can rotate. I haven't really figured that out. You cannot rotate. You couldn't rotate in the original one. That's fine. So why don't we do one here, one here. 2 mines. Absolutely hate how this works. Hold on. Hey, okay. Well, this is terrible. Get the hell out of there. There we go. Much better. You don't need to go down here. Stop, please. All right. Supply 2 gold mines with workforce. So right now, this one has... gold is a special resource that is stored at the palace. We need a palace to store things. A unique building that also vaults the city's treasury. You can only build 1 palace, and it must be constructed in a grassy area. Each gold carrier reaching your palace will add 100 debins to the city funds. Excellent. So let's pause for a second. So we built a palace right here. Why don't we get rid of these trees? There we go. Did I get rid of this road? I seem to have. Sorry, guys. Alright, and let's see. Where's the palace? Village Palace. Oh, it's not even that big. Excellent. What I'm going to do is actually bring this over here. There's a lot of excess roads I don't need. In fact, it would make a hell of a lot more sense to get rid of this now. I'm not great at planning. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Alright. Build our palace right here. Perfect. We do not have that much money left. That's fine. We don't need that much money. It's the source of all evil. I'm going to put another Firewatch station right here. We're going to put ourselves another architect over here. And we might do some housing around here because I believe the palace improves the roads and the aesthetics of the area. So let's keep going. Little notification icons over here in case you need them. That's useful. Crime. With supply of cash in reserve, however, comes the risk of theft. Constables from a police station can help reduce. Alright, so we're going to need to build ourselves a police station. There we go. Pause again. Be under services, probably. There we are. Why don't we build one right here? Kind of central to everything. Alright, here we go. We got overlays, finally. You can check your houses by clicking on them to see if there's any risk of crime. Sometimes you'll need to be able to see at one glance. Try the crime overlay over here. And then the crime overlay. That's the fire overlay. Risks, there we are. Crime. No crime. Lovely. Taxation, we have no taxation. Health and disease, crime isn't the only challenge you will face. Health can cause problems and decimate your citizens. Physicians patrol neighborhoods and protect inhabitants from diseases. Providing your population with food and water will also reduce the risks. Other structures will help citizens' health going forward. The apothecary will protect houses against malaria in cities with marshes, for instance. Alright, so we have to build a physician now. Don't like this location. I guess we can put one here. We'll put it here. We have a prediction. Nilometer. Our seers warn that coming years inundation is likely to be okay. I assume that's it's a flood risk warning or a farming warning, which doesn't matter too much. Religion. An Egyptian city cannot truly flourish without a suitable place of worship in the form of religious temples and shrines dedicated to one of 5 gods. The patron god of Thinis is Bast. To appease the gods, build enough temples and shrines dedicated to each of them. Alright, in addition to religious effects, shrines and temples also provide good amount of desirability. Excellent. Desirability is what I'm looking for, because that's going to increase the level of the housing. So we want a shrine to Bast. Temple to Bast. There we go. It's even bigger. It kind of sticks out from the road. I don't like that. And let's build one here. Why don't we build a shrine to Bast right here? Or see how this affects our desirability. Let's fast forward a little bit. I need 2 shrines. Alright. Let's build another shrine there. Festivals. Festival Square. Both patron gods and local deities can become hostile if not shown the respect due to their position. First, you need to make sure you have enough temples and shrines for your current population. Patron gods will also require twice the amount. Festivals are another way to appease the gods. Build a festival square in the city to unlock the possibility of holding a festival. Alright, to make a festival square, we're going to have to actually have a square. And I'm going to assume none of this is good enough. Haven't really, Alright, why don't we do something like this? And, I don't know, yeah, sure, don't know why you couldn't just use a festival, you know. There you go. Definitely build some houses over there. I think they're not going to have as much access to fresh water, though. Water carrier should be able to go there, though. Overseers consult the overseers of the temple to determine the status of each of the gods in the particular city and where the gods are sufficiently appeased. Lightning bolts indicate the god is feeling hostile towards your city, while a blue mystic symbol indicates the god is feeling benevolent towards your city. The more you see of either, the more likely your city is to feel the god's presence, for better or worse. There are different overseers available on the left. Yeah, alright. Overseer tab here. Temple overseer. Bast. Bast is apathetic to me. Hold a new festival. Okay. I don't really see any lightning bolts. I think Boss doesn't like me. Alright, well, we can hold a festival, I guess. Common festival. I don't have much money left. Please stop making me buy things. We'll hold a lavish festival. There you go. Let's move. I don't know why I can't see this anymore. I'm not going to lie. Entertainment. As your city becomes more advanced, some citizens might enjoy leisure time activities, such as taking in a little entertainment. A wide assortment of entertainment is one of the hallmarks of a truly cultured city, but currently you can only provide entertainment in the form of jugglers. Jugglers need a venue in which to perform, the smallest of which is the booth. Build a booth at the corner of roads to stage juggling performances, and a juggler school nearby to train them. Alright, I remember this. We can set up little juggler stations and stuff like that. There we go, got rid of the overlay. That's wondering why a lot of these service buildings weren't around. We need more money coming in before I do anything. I'm sorry. Like, we need more money. So let's build a few more gold mines over here. Build one here, right here. I'm out of money. Yeah, I get it. So, there we go. We'll go into debt. I don't care. Okay. There you are. Let's just drag up some more cash quickly, because the city's flat broke. We got plenty of gold over here. We're using it. This mine has no workers. Why don't you have workers? You have workers? You have workers. Alright. Reach an ordinary college to win the mission. We can do that. I think this is probably the... Hold on, let's pause for a second. These are better houses? This is a rough cottage. I need to get to an ordinary college. Common shanty. So what we can do is put ourselves a little juggler's booth right here. This is a juggler school. Sure, juggler school can go here. And give me a juggler's booth, which I hope is very small. It is, absolutely. There we go. Now hopefully this will affect this area. If we need to, we'll tear down a goddamn house. Keep going. You'll see the jugglers practice in here in a second if they have enough workers. If we need to, we'll make some more housing. And if it needs to, we'll make crappy housing. Look at that. Do we have more migrants coming in? Yes, we do. I think we'll be reaching. Should really put a roadblock up here. Still a rough cottage. Why are you not? Why are you not at next level? Servants of the house are in excellent health. There we go. We've done it. Wow. I'm the greatest pharaoh. They'll remember me for forever. Alright, on to the next mission.